Who is Alexei Navalny? Why is he so important? Alexei Navalny was arrested upon his arrival to Russia from Germany on January 17, 2021. Navalny was in Germany while recovering from being poisoned with Novichok, a nerve agent. This was an assassination attempt. For some time now, Navalny and his team have been exposing the corruption in Russia, so it's no shock he was arrested immediately after returning to Russia. Regardless, his following over the last couple of years has grown, not just from the Russian citizens. Here are 5 things about Alexei Navalny you may not know. 1. His crusade against Putin. Navalny rose to prominence very quickly, mainly from his blog, on which he uncovered corruption by Russian authorities. His Enemy of Corruption organization, established in 2011, likewise distributed reports of undeniable high offenses. He later expanded his crowd by beginning a YouTube channel, which has more than 4 million endorsers. Some of his popular blog entries are about the former Prosecutor General Yuri Chaika and former Prime Minister Dmitry. 2. Multiple arrests. Navalny has frequently been the objective of multiple arrests. In 2014, he was sentenced in a corruption case, which was broadly seen as a demonstration of political revenge. Even though he was spared prison, his sibling was sentenced and detained in a connected case, which the European Court of Basic Freedoms depicted as self-assertive and unjustifiable, and the Kremlin utilized Navalny's conviction to proclaim him ineligible to run for president in 2018. 3. Loyal to Russia. While Navalny is viewed as a sweetheart of the West, he has for a long time aligned himself to Russian patriots. His patriot streak, which on occasion has included being an enemy of foreigner perspectives and a demand that he could never leave his country, has made it hard for the Kremlin to depict him as a tool of the West, despite having gone to college in the US. In 2006, he engaged Moscow City Chamber that the Russian Walk, an extreme right assembling, be permitted to happen. In 2007, he established a political organization called Individuals, which aligned itself with 2 patriot gatherings, the Development Against Illicit Migration and Incredible Russia. He likewise communicated his support for Russia during the Russo-Georgian Battle of 2008, and when asked used an injurious term for Georgians in blog entries calling for them to be ousted from Russia. 4. Opposition leader. In 2017, Russia saw the biggest rise of government infighting in years, set off to a certain extent by the counter-corruption establishment's examination concerning then PM Medvedev. Navalny played a position of authority in the fights and was among those over 1,000 demonstrators captured. The government's choice to ban Navalny from running for president in 2018 sparking further fights. A year ago, he was imprisoned for a short period for encouraging an uprising calling for fair elections. 5. Never held office. Although Navalny is generally seen as a main Russian resistance figure, he has, in contrast to Nemtsov, never held public office. He got his beginning in governmental issues as an individual from the liberal Yabloko resistance in 2000, however was ousted from the Gathering for Patriot exercises. Regardless of losing to Putin's partner Sergei Sobyanin, Navalny performed much better than anticipated, establishing his status as a danger to the president. In 2018, he became the head of the resistance party Russia of the Future, yet was banned from running for president against Putin that year due to his criminal record. He's of late been lobbying for lawmakers running in Russia's forthcoming neighborhood races. He was getting back from an outing to help up-and-comers when his plane needed to make a crisis arrival after he became sick. Regardless of rejecting that Navalny is a danger, Putin feels undermined by him, at any rate, given the way that he probably straightforwardly required Navalny's death and ongoing capture at Moscow's Sheremetyevo Worldwide Air Terminal. Truth be told, Russian state media cameramen knew about Navalny's capture before his group did. In any case, in ordering these activities against Navalny, Putin uncovers a shortcoming in himself and his administration. He doesn't show up as the Russian strongman he professes to be. In light of Navalny's capture on Sunday, January 21, 2021, the US, the European Association, and Canada have all requested his immediate release. In light of Navalny's capture on Sunday, January 21, 2021, the US, the European Association, and Canada have all requested his immediate release. Various European nations and the US are likewise considering actualizing sanctions against the Russian government prison administration and the Russian Inside Service. Senator Mitt Romney, Republican from Utah, has even required the US Senate to endorse sanctioning Putin straightforward. The capture of Navalny represents a bigger problem in Russia against the current system. He is required to be detained until February 15, however it's not anomalous for citizens in Russia to be jailed indefinitely. Given his detainment, Russians will probably continue to protest. Navalny's group's Central Command is now planning for meetings all over the nation. Up until this point, the Russian residents have been partaking in single individual fights against Navalny's capture. Those are the biggest protests that are being permitted. Up until this point, the Russian residents have been partaking in single individual fights against Navalny's capture. Those are the biggest protests that are being permitted. A superior future for Russia actually may be distant, however, Navalny exemplifies the hope for Russian residents and nations around the world.